Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. So in most of the schools as well as institutes, the syllabus for class 11th has been completed and even the board examination is on 24th Feb 2026 for accountancy. So all those who have completed the class 11th, now you all will be promoted to the class 12th. So before we move ahead with the syllabus of class 12th, I want to welcome you all to this introduction as well as bridge class. So basically this class will help you to bridge the gap between all that you have learned in class 11th and all that you will be going to learn in class 12th. So let's begin today's class. So for you all in class 12th, accountancy is not a new subject. It's mainly built on the foundation that was laid down in class 11th itself. However, many students have to struggle in class 12 because they either have not taken the class 11 seriously or else they forgot the basic that they have learned in class 11. So this session will refresh and connect your class 11th knowledge with all that you are going to learn in class 12th. So let's start with a recap of class 11th itself. So as you all can see on the screen, in class 11, the journey started with something that we call as transaction. So basically transaction was those events itself which can be measured in terms of money as well as those are recurring in nature, means those are repetitive in nature. So we call them as transaction and we used to record that transaction. So the first place or the primary book of entry where we recorded all those transactions were our journal entry. So you can see here the recording transaction. We start the process of recording transaction in the books of journal. Okay, then what we did the posting work, posted all the journal entries from journal to ledger. Then finally, after all the posting has been done, we need to find out the balance of all the individual account in the ledger, and then we prepared a summary called trial balance. So summarizing ledger into the trial balance. And as we all know, trial balance doesn't guarantee that whatever we have solved is correct. There might be some mistakes in the accounts, but trial balance just shows the arithmetical accuracy of the transactions that we have recorded. Okay, and finally the interpretation and the analysis part. So for that we have done trading account, profit and loss account, and finally we have made our balance sheet to know the financial position of our company at a particular date, that is the end of the financial year or accounting year. So these were the main topic that we have studied in class 11, and all this forms the part of the process of accounting. Okay, now apart from this main topic, we also have some other topics which are supporting to these chapters, but they are also important because if we don't know about them now, the proper flow of this accounting process would not be complete. For example, those chapters were like depreciation. So even for making the final accounts, you need to calculate the depreciation. Then you have provision and reserves, like depreciation, provision and reserves, and adjustment and closing entries. So all these things we have seen in class 11th. Now I can say that the overall focus was on the single owner business that we call as sole proprietorship. So in class 11th, if you see your book, the name of the final accounts chapter was the final accounts of sole proprietorship, financial statement of sole proprietorship with and without adjustment. Okay, that is a different thing, but it was all about sole proprietor, and we very much know the meaning of sole proprietor. Sole means single, proprietor owner, so it was all about the single owner. So for the sole proprietor, what we actually did was calculation of profit as well as assessing the financial position of the business by preparing the balance sheet. That's all we have done. Now you see that there are certain limitation of the sole proprietor form of business. So the first one is limited capital. The capital is limited. If you want to expand the business, you don't have much resources. After that, you have unlimited liability. In case you default any of your debt or loans, the creditors can recover their money by selling your personal assets, your home, your cars, whatever personal assets you hold. Okay, and obviously one person decision making. So many a time just one person can't think everything from multi-dimensional point of view. So as we all know, the business environment is really dynamic, so everyone needs specialization in their business. So more number of people means more point of view, you can take decisions more boldly. Okay, and lastly, it's all about business growth restriction. Since you have these limitations, there is always a restrictions in the growth of business. So to overcome this all this limitation, there are many more limitation you all have studied in the business studies also. So to overcome all this limitation, what business now do is they admit some new partner. They want some new people to join their business, and when new people join the business, they bring the capital with them, they bring the technology, specialization, and overall the company gets exposure to new market with the help of their specialization. So to overcome the limitation, business shifted to partnership. Now, if more than one person is working in any business, so that form of business is obviously called as partnership business. So that's we are going to see in class 12. That is the beginning of our class 12. And also, even the partnership has some limitation. Like the minimum member is obviously two, but the maximum partners that can be admitted to a firm in a partnership firm can be only maximum 50 maximum. Okay, and that also is for the non-banking business, non-banking firms. If you talk about the banking firms, then we have just 10 partners allowed. But again, like if you want to grow more, if you want to expand your business to more extent, then definitely you need more capital, more resources. So from then you have to move from partnership to company form of business. So company form of business, like in our syllabus, will not be focusing on private companies, because as you know, the private companies cannot issue share. But in our syllabus, we have share as well as debenture. So that is mainly done by public company. So if you talk about the public company, yeah, like here you can see. So what changes in class 12th? So from single owner to multiple owner, and this is what I have said just now, like minimum 2 owner in partnership, maximum 50 and maximum 10 in case of banking firm, and 50 is in case of non-banking firm. Okay, and like companies, for public limited company, minimum 7 partners are required, and the maximum number is infinite. Like it can have any number of shareholders, infinite number of shareholders. Now this increase in number of business owners, I mean, see, when there was just one person, everything was done in a very simple way. He was the soul and the whole of the business. But now, when number of partners have increases, so obviously some complication will also arise, like how they will distribute the profit, or what terms and condition they are going to follow for many different cases. So basically, you can say that the three things, like if we talk about the complexities only, the first one is legal provision, then we have complex adjustment, and third we have detailed calculation. Like for those people who think that class 11th was really tough, then buddy, see, class 11th you had to solve the question just for one person. Now here obviously in your board examination, there's a chance that 3 to 4 partners questions can also be asked. Means class 11th, you make a partner's capital just one account, and here there are 4 partners. So obviously there will be detailed calculation required. So all these things that I'm telling here is not to make you scared. However, this is the reality. But at the same time, I'd also like to say that if your foundation for class 11th is strong, then you need not to be worried. You will definitely be doing the best in the class 12th accountancy. So if someone is watching this video who lacks the foundation of class 11th, this is the video for you, where I'll be bridging the gap between class 11th and 12th. So before starting the class 12th, I just want you all to know these points. Like if you all are not aware of it, kindly revise it at your home. Now in this small video, it won't be possible to discuss all these things. I'll be discussing the major part. However, if these points you all are lacking, as you all can see on the screen, please go through this. So the first one is the rule of debit and credit, because it will remain the same. Ledger posting, if the understanding of opening and closing balance is clear, like the asset has the debit balance, whatever is the liability or capital has the credit balance, credit opening balance, so then nothing will be, there is no issue. Okay, you also need to see this trial balance, trading, PL, mainly their adjustment part. Just go through this, learn the basics, because even in partnership there are some adjustment related to debtors, related to prepaid, outstanding. So these things you have to see that. And finally, the understanding of provision, depreciation, and reserves. All these points are important because this we will be using in our class 12 also. Apart from this, if you all have doubts in the chapter like this chapter here, subsidiary book, BRS, bill of exchange, these are not required. If you have any, if you're lacking anything in this chapter, you can just leave it. But this above part, this need to be done by you all. Otherwise, you will definitely have to face problem, and it will ultimately slow down your speed. Okay. So before you start 12, please do revise all these things. Okay. So now let's move ahead. So now let's understand the class 12 with the help of this example. Like here we'll be looking at the difference that we have to see in the class 12th as compared to class 11th. Okay. So it's the same question of final accounts that we used to solve in class 11th. But the only difference here is like unlike class 11th, we have in place of one partner, we have two partner over here. Okay. So the same thing, like opening stocks are given, purchase is given, sales return, like sale is given, sales return is given, purchase is given, purchase return is given. So that will be mutually adjusted. And net sale and purchase, net purchase. Then we have salary and wages. So salary and wages means firstly it's written salary, then wages. So this will go to PL account. Rent again PL, general expenses PL, interest on loan by Amit. Loan by Amit means here we are paying loan to Amit. Okay, means we have taken loan from Amit and in return of that we are paying the interest. So again this will go in the DR side of the PL account. Sundry debtors, this will go to the balance sheet. Then furniture, fixtures, computer, machinery. So all these things still loan to Ayub. Okay, yeah. So all this will go to balance sheet. However, this loan to Ayub, like we have given the loan to Ayub, means this will be asset and loan by Amit. So for which we just paid the interest. So this is our liability. Then bank, cash, all this will go to the balance sheet. You already know this. Next we have is the interest on loan to Ayub, means interest on loan to Ayub. So we have given the loan to Ayub, for that we are getting the interest. So this will be on the credit side of the PL account. It's a type of income for us, for the firm, I mean, okay. Then creditor, again liability side of the balance sheet. Then capital, obviously it will go to the balance sheet itself. And this drawing part, this will be, this normally we used to reduce from the capital itself. So same thing we'll be doing over here as well. And the adjustments are given like stocks, since it's outside the balance sheet, it will go at both the places, trading as well as balance sheet. Rent as you can see here, like 10,000 per month payable to Ayub. So doesn't matter it's been paid to partner or some third party outsiders, since it's a rent, like whether you do the manufacturing, whether you make profit or loss, doesn't matter. If it is a rent, it need to be paid. So obviously rent you can see here. So rent it's given 1,10,000 and 10,000 in adjustment, means it's an outstanding expense. So let me write it over here only. Outstanding also 10,000 we need to add on this rent. Then depreciation is given. Okay, so depreciation 20%. So furniture, fixtures and computer, let's see that. Furniture, fixtures 50,000, computer 2,20,000. So on these two we have to put the depreciation at the rate 20%, means on furniture and fixture it will be 10,000 of depreciation and this one will be 44,000 depreciation, and on machinery it's 10%, means just 30,000. Okay, then interest on capital is allowed. Okay, we'll see this one is very important from the class 12 point of view. Manager's commission, again manager is an employee, it's not a partner, so nothing special, the normal treatment, 1% of the net sale. So sale we have 12,50,000 and sales return we have 25,000, means net sale is 12,25,000. So 1% of that means 12,250. So this amount will be the manager's commission that will be written in the PL account. And then lastly we have interest on loan by Amit was paid on 31st March 2023. So as you all can see, like we are making the balance sheet on 31st March 2003 itself, and if it is paid on the last date, like there is no issue with this, so nothing will be done for this entry. Okay, so now let's solve this question. I mean, let's make the trading PL and the statement that are asked in this question. So here it is asked, firstly trading account, this we all can make. Profit and loss account, again we all can make. Now this is the new account and a new concept that you will be learning, profit and loss appropriation account. So this is made to divide the net profit between the partners. In class 11th you just have one partner, so no issues, but unlike 11th now we have multiple partners, so those profit will be divided. Now how, we'll see. Okay, and then finally it is asking to make the balance sheet. Okay, it's asking to make the balance sheet, but I'll also make here partners capital account, because this is also an important topic that you need to understand. Because in class 11th what we used to do is we just used to make one single partner capital account, and whatever capital it is, there we add the net profit, and from that we reduce the drawings. But since multiple partner are here and many other adjustments are given like interest on capital and even the profit are different, so we'll make a separate partner capital account here. So let's solve this question. So the format for the trading account and the profit and loss account are already given here. So all the accounts that we have seen here, we just have to place it in the correct place. Okay, so let's start with opening stock, purchases, then we have sales, purchase return and sale return. Apart from that, nothing else is given for the trading account. So to opening stock, to purchases less return by sales account less sales return, and obviously closing stock is given outside the trial balance, so that will also come here in the trading as well as balance sheet. So by closing stock, and the amount is 45,760 minus 10,750, and sales return and sales, okay, 1250 minus 25, and the closing stock here is 50,000. Okay, so 45,000, 7,60,000 and 10,000 will be reduced, so it will be 750. Sales is 12,50,000, 25,000 return, so it will be 12,25,000, and closing stock worth 50,000. Okay, so total it will be 12,75,000. So the higher amount will write in both the sides. Here also 12,75,000, and from this 12,75,000 will reduce this 7,95,000. I mean 750 plus 45. So here to gross profit. So this will be 4,80,000. Now whatever gross profit has come in the trading account, the same will be transferred to the profit and loss account. So we'll write it over here by gross profit. It's 4,80,000. Okay, then we have salary and wages, rent. So in rent we have to add this outstanding amount, general expenses. So all that are marked here, I'll just write it over here. And so here firstly write to salary and wages, to rent, and this will add outstanding rent. Then there was an adjustment related to manager's commission, so to manager's commission, then general expense, interest on loan by Amit, and lastly we have entries related to depreciation. So it's furniture and fixtures, computer and machinery. So we have already calculated that, so we just have to write the depreciation. So to depreciation for furniture and fixture, machinery and computer. So I'm writing in short here, but you don't write it like this, you have to write it completely. And anyways, like if this question will be coming, this question won't come to you for your exams, because this is the question we are solving just to understand the difference. Okay, however, if the same things will be there in the partnership accounting, you will have to write it in complete. Okay, and the credit side by interest on loan to Ayub. Okay, so apart from this, I don't think anything else will be coming. Okay, so now let me just put the amount over here, 1,80,000, 1,80,000, then manages, then rent 1,10,000, 1,10,000 plus outstanding 10,000, so this will be 1,20,000. Manager's commission we have already calculated, I believe, 12,250. So 12,250 will be the manager's commission. General expenses, it's how much? 34,400. 34,400. Interest on loan to Amit, it's given 1,200. And loan from Ayub, I mean interest on loan to Ayub, so this is 600. So same I'll write over here. And lastly the depreciation amount. So depreciation is 10,000, 44,000 and 30,000. So 10 44, sorry, just a minute, it will come here, yeah, 10 44 and 30,000. So total it will be 70 and 10 84,000. Okay, now I'll just write the total here so that we'll have space for net profit. To net profit, so the total will be 4,80,600, and the same amount here as well, 4,80,600. So here the net profit will be like whatever is the deficit amount coming here at this place, so that will be our net profit. So it will be 480,600 minus 180, 120 is 3 lakh, then 3,84,000 and 3,84,000, then we'll just add 12, 250, 34, 400 and 1200. So it will be 6, 8, 4, 2, 6, 1, 7 and 4, 47, 850, 47, 850. So 850 here, 7, 11, 1, 850 and 7, 4, 11, remaining 1, 8, 4, 12, 1, 13, 3, 1, 4. So it's 431, 850. So from 480,600, if we'll subtract 431, 850. 0 minus 0 is 0, then 0 minus 5, 5. So there it is 5, 5, 8. 8 means 7. And here it is already 9, 9 minus 1, 8. And here it is 4. 48,750 will be your net profit. So I'll write it over here, 48,750. Now what we used to do in class 11th was we just add this net profit in the capital itself, in the balance sheet. However, in this question, we directly can't transfer this net profit to the balance sheet. I mean, we can't add it to the capital account as we have two different partners and they are sharing profit in the equal ratio. Okay, so like many of you would be thinking that we can just divide it by 2, so it will get divided into 2 parts. But apart from that, we have partners capital, we have partners interest on capital, and the interest on capital will be varying as per their capital they have introduced. So this one, 4 lakh and 3,85,000. So now let's understand the process and whatever changes that will be taking place from this point of time. From the time you will be starting class 12 accounting. Okay. Now, in place of balance sheet, like obviously it's written over here balance sheet, but before balance sheet, we'll make another account known as PL appropriation account. So as the name suggests, PL appropriation. So what is that PL appropriation? Appropriation means division, to divide. Now whatever net profit the firm has earned, that will be divided among the partners. Okay, let's see how that will be made. So yeah, so now we have to make a new account, and this is called PL appropriation, means profit and loss. So all the things will be same, like here we'll write debit, credit, particulars, amount, particulars, amount. Now the net profit that we have calculated here, this will firstly be transferred to PL appropriation account in place of balance sheet. So by net profit. Okay, so it's 48,750. 48,750. Okay, now as you can see in the question, firstly they have been given interest on capital. So to interest on capital, and it's given to the partners. So the name is Ayub and Amit. So it's Ayub capital and Amit capital. So how much is that given? 6% per annum. So let's calculate the 6% of 4 lakh and 3,85,000. So for 4 lakh, 6% means 24,000, and 385 into 6, this will be 385 into 6, 6 5 is 30, 0, 3, 6, 8 6 48, 1, 5, 6, 12, 18, 18, plus 3 is 23, 231, and one more zero. Okay, so 231, 23,100. So this will be 24,000 and this will be 23,100, and total it will be 47,100. So 47,100 is our interest on capital. Now you see nothing else is given here. Like they have they done the drawing? I think yes. Okay. Now see, they have done the drawing also. 60,000 and 50,000. So this drawing, this drawing will be reduced from the capital obviously. So for that, we'll see its treatment in the partner's capital account that I have written here. This one, partner's capital. However, the interest on drawing is not charged here. So that's really good. Otherwise, we need to calculate the interest on drawing also. So let's do it. So for now, here the total is 48,750. Here also 48,750, and it's 47,100. So now next we have to write to profit transferred. The first one is Ayub capital and the second one is Amit capital. So 48,750 minus 47,100. So it's 650 and 1. 1650 is the shortfall this side. 1650. So this 1650 will be divided equally among these two partners. Okay. So it will be 825 rupees to both of them. So 825. So yeah. Now this is our PL appropriation account. Now let's understand the partner's capital account. So let me make it. So this is the format for our partner's capital account. Since we have two partners given here, so what we'll do here is we'll make two separate columns. Like in the cash book, we make two columns. One is the cash column and another is the bank column. Similarly here also, we'll make two different columns for both the partners. So the first column and second column. Okay. Now this is our partner's capital account. PARTNERS, partner's capital account. The first one is Ayub and the second one is Amit. Ayub and Amit. Particulars and particulars. Okay. So now they have the capital of 4 lakh and how much? It's 3,85,000. So same we'll write here as well. So by balance BD. So this is the opening balance, 4 lakh and 3,85,000. Okay. And now in this capital, they are getting interest on capital. So by, okay, I'm writing it in short, interest on capital, IOC. That is 24,000 and 23,100. Okay. Now after IOC, we'll write by PL appropriation account. Now what is this PL appropriation? The profit that we have calculated here, the distributable profit. So the amount will be 825 and 825. Okay. So now let's total this. So the total will be 4,24,000 and 424,825 will be the total for Ayub, and for Amit it will be 385 plus 23,100 plus 825 means 385. 3,85,000 plus 23,100 means 23,925. Let's add this 825 in this 100 itself. So this will be 5 2 then 9 5 3 8 8 2 10 and here 4,08,000 and 925. So here it will be 4,08,000 and 925. Now same balance will write here as well, 424,825 and 4,08,925. Now this side, I mean the credit side, all that we have written, that gets added to the capital. Now whatever we'll write in the debit side, that will reduce the capital. So here we'll write firstly two drawings. So drawings as given 60,000 and 50,000. So now what we'll do here is we'll reduce from 2,24,825, we'll reduce the 60,000. So we'll get two balance CD. So this will be 364,825 and for Amit it will be like 4,08,925 minus 50. So this will be 3,58,000 and 925. Okay, so this amount, I mean, here it is a very small place left over, so I'll write it in big figure. So it's 364,825. Just a minute. Yeah, so this one is for Ayub, and for Amit it is 3,58,925. Now I have written it in the big figure because this we need to use it for the balance sheet. So to avoid any type of confusion, I have just written it over here. Okay. Now finally we have prepared the PL appropriation. I mean, after PL account we have prepared the PL appropriation account and the partner's capital as well. Now whatever is left here is only and only the balance sheet. Now let's do that. So in balance sheet, everything is same, the format is same. We just have to place the figure again. So the first we will write here capital. Now you don't need to worry anything. So capital for Ayub and Amit. You know the balance as well. So it's Ayub 364,825 and Amit is 358,925. Since we have calculated that, we'll write it in the inner column and its total will be 7,23,850. So this is the total capital of the firm. Okay. Now after this, anything else? Let me check. Then we have creditors. Creditors, loan by Amit, and what else? Yeah, outstanding salary. No, it's outstanding rent. Sorry, outstanding rent. And asset side we have the first one is furniture and fixture. Now from this we'll reduce the depreciation, less depreciation, then computer, less depreciation, then machinery, less depreciation. So the furniture and fixture was worth 50,000 and 10,000 depreciation will be reduced. So this is for 40,000. Computer, I believe computer was 220. Okay. So 2,20,000 and 44,000 reduced. So this will be 1,76,000. Machinery for 3 lakh and will reduce 30,000 from this. So this will be 2,70,000. So apart from this, we have loan to Ayub. Okay, and loan to Ayub, then debtors and cash bank. Okay, so Ayub, loan, debtors, cash and bank. So the loan amount is 10,000, debtors worth 2 lakh, cash and bank, I mean cash was 15,000 and bank 75,000. Anything else? Yeah, stock, closing stock worth 50,000. That also we need to write. And obviously, like one more adjustment is given that is related to payment of loan, I mean payment of interest amount, I believe here. Yeah. So as I said this earlier, like interest on loan by Amit, since it was paid in the same accounting year, so nothing else, I mean nothing extra need to be done for this. It's already adjusted. So now let's total this. Okay, here I haven't written the amount for creditors. So this will be 70,000. And what's the amount for Amit? It's 20,000. Okay, 20,000 and outstanding rent was 10,000. So now both the sides it's completed. Now let's check if we are if our balance sheet is matching or not. So total will be here 70, 20, 90 plus 10, 1 lakh, and 723, 850 plus 1 lakh will be 823 and 850. So 823 and 150. And this side we have and now let's total the asset side. So okay, okay, so it's 8. Okay, there's a mismatch, 836 and 823. So do we left anything? Yeah, okay, this one, manager's commission. So it's 12,250. So manager commission was payable, it's not yet paid. So outstanding manager commission. So this will be 12 to 50. And again, okay, just let me take help of calculator. So Ayush's capital is 3,64,825 plus 3,58,925. So this is 723,750. Okay, sorry, here also there's a mistake. So this will be 750. In this we'll add 1 lakh and 1,12,250. So 723,750 plus 1,12,250. So now it's coming 8,36,000. Okay. So asset side also we have 8,36,000. So let me correct this. 8,36,000. So now just a minute. Yeah. So finally we have completed this sum. Now let's quickly recap what we have done. So you see, this was a final account question, the same that we used to do in class 11th also. The only difference was this. In place of one, we have two owners here whom we call as two separate partners. And because of these two and their interest on capital, like whatever interest on capital is allowed to them. And obviously the distribution of profit that we have done here, like this 48,750, we have not divided it directly half. So for that, after trading NPL, we made a new account, that is PL appropriation account. And in this PL appropriation, we distributed the profit, and the main purpose for preparing the PL distribution account is the distribution of partners' profit. Partners individual profit, not the firm's profit. Okay. And thereafter we made a separate partners capital account. So many of you might be thinking that, okay, we could have done it directly in the balance sheet. Yeah, you could have done it here because it's a very small question. But when we'll start the full-fledged questions of class 12 now in partnership, there are many more adjustments like their remuneration, their interest in drawing, their contribution into reserves. And by the way, reserves will come in the PL appropriation because it is taken out of the firm's profit. So many things are there. So for that, we'll make the partner's capital account. So after the partner's capital account, we'll directly place the closing balance of the partner's capital into the balance sheet as we have done here, and rest all as we do in the, as we have done in the class 11, same way. So now if this question is clear to you, means you are already ready for class 12. And if there are some things that you are missing, then I'll definitely request you to please brush up all the concepts where you are lacking before starting the 12th. Okay. So see you all in the next video. And if you like this video, if you found this video helpful, please like this video, subscribe my channel and do share it among your friends. Thank you and thanks for watching.